In the sevens, Les Walton, jersey number 3, number 4, Michael Mitchell. On the other wing, number 5 is John Radburn. A half down today, playing 5, 8 and 6, Jeffrey Walton. Half-back 3 Falls and coach. Front row, today for Glendale Chevrolet, Ben Robson, the Chevrolet Green coming. The hooker is number 9, Cameron Taylor. Second row pairing today for Glendale of number 11.
Welcome back, everyone, to number 1 Sports Ground here on a beautiful Saturday, where right now we're going to kick off the day for D grade, which is the start of the Rugby League. We've just had the 2 league tag matches, with our winners being Cardiff in the Tier B and Aberglasslyn in the Tier A. And right now in D grade, we've got our 2 teams. They are Glendale on the left in the blue and Cardiff as well in the red. So my name is Tom Taylor, and joining me in the commentary box is Grug Digby. How you going, Grug?
Yeah, good, thanks, Tom. Good to be here today on this fine day. Bit of wind about. Should be pretty testing conditions, I think, with the wind and the kicks today. So be one to watch out for on the last or maybe in the fourth. Got our referee Michael Armand out here with touch judges Jeffrey Kepi-Watson and Darren McSpadden.
Awesome, mate, awesome. So while we're waiting for the kickoff, let's go through the team list. So we'll start with Glendale. At fullbacks, Dane Mannion. On the wings are Josh Krause and John Radburn. The centre pairing are Les Wortley and Michael Mitchell. Our halves are Jeff Wortley and Troy Forbes. The front rower are Ben Robertson, Greg Cumming, and Cameron Taylor will be our hooker for today. And our back row is Peter Hutton, Reece Thompson, and Simon Brookfield will lock the scrum. On the bench is Tyler Riley, Nathan Farrow, Joe, I do hope I'm pronouncing your last name right, Reeditch, and Daniel Jack, Lewis Simon, and Michael Fairburn. And they're coached by Troy Forbes. Cardiff line up this way. At fullback is David Blair. On the wings is Ian Abraham and Zeke Mathy. The centre pairing are Drew Little and Jaden Druitt. The halves are Onlin Duncan and Daniel Rodham. The front row are Kelly Hall, and our hooker for today is Dylan Baldock. There is no number 10 named, but the back rower is Nathan Robson, Adrian Rowland, and Kyle White will lock the scrum. Our bench is James Holloway, Kyle Green, Jordan Reed, Cameron Blanche, Brendan Creek, Daniel Robson, and Jeremy Jennison in the number 20. So one of those guys named on the bench will start in the front row with Kelly Hall. So early predictions, Grug. Have you had much to do with D grade this year? Had a look-see at any of the teams?
I've only watched the prelim games here at Lakeside, actually, and I didn't mind the look of Cardiff. They're performing well, completed a lot of sets and moving the field well with a big prop lineup.
Yeah, awesome. So speaking of the big prop lineup, there's our first one. It looks like Kelly Hall bringing it back from the kickoff. Now dummy half Baldock feeding it through to the rest of the forwards. That's Kyle White, and just punching away at the Glendale defence. Big collisions here so far in this game. And my prediction, I think Cardiff are going to go strong. After watching them against Karua in the first round of the semis, I thought it's going to take a while. Yeah, we've got six again.
New set, Peanut says.
And by Peanut, every time you hear us refer to someone named Peanut, that is our referee today, Michael Almond. Almond, Peanut, Almond. That's exactly where the name comes from. Wow, big collision. And it's the number 10. There is a number 10. We'll have to find out who that is throughout the game. As
I believe he's the trainer for Lakes.
Trainer for Lakes? Does he have a name?
I can never remember it.
We'll have to find out. And speaking of our number 10 again, that's him on his back at the 40-metre line.
Made runs early today.
Yes. And this is Duncan. Bit of a late shot, but the referee's saying it's all fine. Playing the ball. It's the number 19, Robson at dummy half. Jeez, for the start of this game.
Really started well here, Tom.
They made a lot of metres. Well. They've made it into into the opponent's 30, and it's a little chip
little
and
chip
chase
through.
by Duncan. He doesn't regather, unfortunately, but we've got a call here, and it's a penalty to Cardiff. You spoke about how good they've started.
Tell you what, Tom, that's a big advantage now. A penalty coming in. 20 metres out, just off to the side of the sticks. With a whole set in hand.
How good does this field look? How good does it be to be back at number one sports
great
ground?
condition, Tom. It is looking really well today.
This is the first game of rugby league since West versus
little ball out
Cessnock in the 2014
It is, yeah,
grand
which
final.
your dad officiated, Tom.
Well, I don't care about that. let's talk about the important things, shall we? Like today.
Like today.
And here's Robson at dummy half. Gives it to his brother, Robson. We've got two Robsons today, Daniel and Nathan, and it's Nathan with the ball. Plays it to Daniel. Here's Duncan. Drifts wide and turns it under. We've got some nice little slick plays considering they're playing D grade.
Running a lot of underball and a lot of catching ball here. I didn't really expect this.
Hall
Big
charges
run,
at the
big
line.
run.
Straight at the post. Robson goes himself. Great brick wall of Glendale defence there, stopping him in his tracks.
Held up just short. 12
Roland at
wide.
dummy half. Gives it out to Duncan again. And that's the halfback, Rodham. Rodham feeds it wide. They're out in the left edge. Are they drifting too close to the sideline? What's going on?
We have a knock on, Tom.
Knock on.
Knock
I was
on.
hoping to see one of those McDonald's flags.
Call from Jeffrey on the side there. I think it's a very accurate call there.
Touch judges are Jeffrey Kepi Watson and Darren Spads McSpadden.
Very good start here from Cardiff. Made a lot of metres. Let's see if they can't pin them down in their own half and keep them there for the next set. Be interesting to see how Glendale reply to a big onslaught. 3 sets in a row.
Do you think it'd be just get to your kick here, or do you think that Glendale might actually try to split them open straight up in the first set?
To be honest, I think, Tom, we'll be looking at a kick on 3 or 4 here just to get them out and hopefully pin them down the other end. Big, strong tackle here.
So, intelligence has just come to me, and that is a big run by Robertson.
Wow, good ball off to the side.
He is a great impact player, our Ben Robinson for Glendale, but the number 10 for Cardiff Cobras is Dobby. It's Drew Dobb. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact, because we didn't
You know
who he
what?
was.
It's because he had dreadlocks last season. He only cut them off this year. That's why he's not recognisable.
Righto. There you go. It's all about the fun facts here today. And may I add, Grug, that we are going live to Facebook. So whenever you feel like understanding what the viewers are feeling out there, we can open up the link and have a look at the comments. So if you're watching this game, leave us a comment. You can rip into us. You can tell us about which team's going to win. You can tell us about a single player, an embarrassing habit they've got. Maybe they wear their underwear backwards. You never know. But yeah, drop us a comment and we'll do our best to get back to you as much as we can. And
So they only made 40 metres this set. I think Cardiff did really well to hold him in. Bit of a
there's the
bouncing
McDonald's
back
flag.
and found a touch. Thanks,
Quarter pounder,
Jeffrey.
anyone? Quarter pounder? Nuggets?
Nuggets.
Shake?
Always nuggets.
Dip your chips in the shake?
No, I've never been a fan of that, Tom. Never been a fan.
I don't do it in the shake. I do it in ice cream, but yeah, dip my chips in the ice cream.
I'm all about the Big Mac sauce for dipping.
Do you know the Big Mac song? Remember the Big Mac song with the
2
special
all-beef
sauce?
patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, onion on a sesame seed bun? Something similar to that, Tom?
That sounds about right.
Excuse my singing voice, it's
I
very
was going to
bad.
say a lack of melody to it, though.
Yes, well, that's it, mate. I've never been one for that. I'm just a little boy from Mayfield, so...
You would have been lapping up those free Big Macs when they were giving them out then.
Oh, wasn't I? It certainly shows. Just back in the scrum here now. Ball's out.
Robson feeding it on to
Strong
man with the
tackle.
locks, but yeah, he's just getting
Glendale
driven,
putting them back.
he's getting driven over to Nobby's Beach. And yeah, we'll have to have a scoop from
Ooh.
dummy half because they
Big
had
shot
no
out there
runners.
from the big prop.
Bit of a lane in the ruck there.
I think we've got a bit of milking here.
Yeah. As David Blair plays the ball to Robson. And here's a hard runner, Kelly Hall, who almost scored a try in the opening sets. Robson again. And here is the number 11, Nathan Robson. So the Robsons are pairing up early in this game.
I think the forwards are really showing well here for Cardiff. They've made a lot of metres early here.
Just laying that platform.
Interesting to see as they get tired how they fare up with the bench forwards coming on.
Hopefully they can
Big kick in
continue
the air
that
here with the
impact.
wind coming behind them.
Oh,
It's
a
bouncing
horrible-
goal.
Oh,
What have we got? Oh,
Oh.
it's gone dead and we're going
potential
out to the
for
20.
something spectacular.
I think it's really showing here with that wind. With a high kick, anything can happen after it goes up, Tom.
Oh, yeah, you can see the trees in the background, actually, and it just shows how windy it is. And our monitor, we spoke about it in the last game, but our monitor is swaying back and forth, so we're seeing very wobbly replays. And just a reassurance for you, Grug, that you're not still drunk, you're just a little bit hungover, and
Just
it's
a little
the
bit
monitor
hungover.
that's blowing.
It is, yep.
Yeah.
Fireball whiskey will do that to you.
That just burns. I can't do that.
No,
I can't see the enjoyment out of drinking
it's like
Fireball.
You're drinking a donut. It's amazing.
So joining us, I've just had someone come up into the commentary box, say a Glendale veteran and life member of the Glendale Gorillas Association is Paul Arundale. How you going, Paul? Great to have you here.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction and running out in the field and everything like that. I'm finally up here as Wortley makes a break.
Oh, it's a
Got a
great
try.
pass.
It's gonna be a great try here.
Perfect time.
Perfect time to come into the commentary box.
Yeah, joining us here is a Glendale veteran, only to see the Glendale get over for the first try, and we'll find out who it is. It was Wortley with the break.
And the first try of the match in the D-Grade Grand Final goes away to the Glendale Gorillas, scored by number 3, Les Wortley.
Les Wortley.
So
Wortley.
we do speak about the Robsons linking up, but have a look at this replay.
Straight through
Wortley.
like a dirty kebab, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, a bit of a salute to the crowd too, you beauty.
Yeah.
Surprised how many Glendale supporters are here. I didn't think that many lived in Glendale, but it's good to see that hill, blue and black.
So it's quite the try considering the roll on Cardiff had coming into that. I think
That's very
they had
true.
all the possession and all the field, and Glendale with a cheeky little breakthrough.
You know what we call that? That's against the grain.
Against the grain.
Against the grain. And I don't really have the nerve to tell Paul that they're actually Shorty fans. They're Shortland Devils fans. That's the blue that he's seeing.
Oh, I can see a Glendale flag up the back there.
No, mate, it's Fiji.
It's Fiji.
It's Fiji
It's
flag.
Fiji, yeah.
But it's a common misconception.
Tell you what,
Backing
Bart,
him in.
They'd have to be supporting Glendale, wouldn't they?
No, you'd think so.
They don't like Cardiff.
You'll be able to tell the true Glendale fans because they've got
And the
oaks
kick is
spilled all over
converted
their
here, Tom.
jeans. Because we don't know anyone that spills oak all over them.
Look, if you're from Glendale, it's just part of the rule that you spill half your food down your clothes. So
Saving it for Ron.
Right.
Later on. Good bloke.
So it's 6-0. Number 1 sports ground. Glendale over the top of Cardiff.
It's actually quite interesting to see you without a video camera in hand today.
yeah, usually I've got a mark across my eye with the
Yeah,
the lens.
someone's scribbled it up with a permanent marker, and
Look like a panda.
Panda.
we're about to get underway.
No, we're not. The ball's falling off
Oh,
the tee.
falling off the tee. See, it's that wind.
It is that wind. It is quite windy. I can't believe how windy it is. Yeah, that was a better kick with some assistance from a teammate. Long
Big
pass.
long ball. And again,
And again, it's
found
risky,
the ground, but
risky,
we're playing
risky
on. We're all
business.
good.
But they're just trying to get the ball in Wortley's hand because we saw how damaging he was earlier in the set. So the more times Wortley gets the ball, the better they're going to look, I'm guessing. And Paul might be able to commentate,
it's just
comment on that.
It's just a matter of him staying out there on the field and keeping fit. Not don't know how.
Well, we've
fit
got a
he's
lost
going
ball
at the
here.
moment.
Play on. Peanuts called.
It's not what we wanted.
It's Kelly Hall getting to the 20. On the front foot now is Cardiff. Trying to turn
with the
this game
possession.
back. Oh, big tackle.
Big tackle.
The Cardiff trying to turn this game back into their favour. And this is the number 24. No idea who that is.
Could call him just Steve.
Steve sounds
Yeah.
good. We'll call him
Steve. Let's call it Steve.
It's Kyle
Sounds like
Whitehead.
over the hedge. There's White playing the ball to Robson.
Robson to Robson.
At the back, this is Duncan. He's met with a rushing defence, but he gets
Ball's
the ball
wide.
away to Druitt. Druitt turns back in field because there was nothing on down that edge except the sideline, which is dangerous. Duncan. This is the number 8 in Kelly Hall once again. He's taken
run,
a few
good
early
run.
hit-ups this game.
Straight under the post now. Let's see, they've got options either side on the last tackle here.
Yep, last tackle, Robson.
Robson.
Duncan.
Long ball.
This is the number 12 in Roland. He gives a pass out to the centre.
Ball's
and
out.
it goes out to the winger.
Oh, what have we got here? We've got a try.
And it's Ian Abraham.
Jeffrey Keprey-Watson says it's all good, and Peanut awards it, and we're going out.
A little bit of a bunny celebration there. I don't know what that was about.
That's Ian Abraham. He can do whatever he wants if he scores on grand final day.
Very Greg Inglis-esque, I think, there.
Yes,
with,
actually.
with his own little celebration. Oh, and here we are on the
I
replay.
think Latrell
Ball's
does it a
wide.
couple.
And Cardiff try back with a try of their own.
Yeah, just a couple
Good
of
little
mistakes
ball
got
out there,
away.
and good work to bore over.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. The
yep.
bunnies.
Yep.
Who
Look
does
at
that?
Sprucey. Sprucey getting all the shots for that one on your Ian. Shout out to you, mate. If you haven't seen Ian Spruce Photography, make sure you jump on Facebook and give him a like. He does great work. He's been out to all the grounds this year for Lower Hunter and doesn't get paid. Full volunteer, and he takes amazing photos.
So after he starts
Yeah,
getting paid and you get the royalties, Rug, it's your shout.
Yep, that's it.
All the photographers, they do a great job. You got Valentine Sports, you got the lady from Karua, Clarencetown, Glendale. I think Kelly Hodge, her name is. I think she's on holidays at the moment.
Photography by Amanda and photography by Clive.
Yeah, Clive McDonald. You have to see him at all the grade fixtures here in Newcastle.
Want a good camera, just go to JB Hi-Fi or the good guys.
Mainly the good guys,
Mainly
mate.
the
Just
good
the,
guys,
just the
yeah.
good guys.
We're 2-1 here, Paul.
2-1. The good
vote,
guys.
Vote is in the good guys' favour.
This would be a pretty tough kick. The wind's blowing across the face,
Here it comes.
and he's dragging
What
it
is
around.
going
Oh,
on
wow.
with that?
Oh, wow. I thought he shanked that.
Give him 3 points for that.
So he went-
Almost. I think he hit directly on the black dot then, Tom.
Yeah.
Sorry, what, you could see how strong that wind was. That looked like it was coming way out.
Didn't
Well,
it?
we were going to catch
towards
it.
us, yeah.
We were going to catch the ball. I stood up, had the bread basket ready, and hit the post. So,
Next time.
Here we go.
Troy Forbes will get us back underway. Look at that crowd in the background. That's awesome to see, isn't it?
I can do...
Oh, it fell off the tee, but it's gone 10.
It has gone 10.
Battered
and now it's
back
gone more
by
than 10.
Cardiff. We're back on.
He's trying to hit a 4.
Oh, strong tackle.
Strong wind.
Almost
That's-
lost our monitor here, boys.
Yeah, that's looking dangerous.
I think this
Anyway,
wind...
Cardiff are back. They're onto the back foot again now, Cardiff. So bringing back, there's the number 14, and that's Holloway. No,
Oh,
it's not
that's
14,
24.
it's 24.
It's Steve.
It's Steve.
Gets-
Go, Steve.
Gets to the 40.
Robson after it
Robson.
from dummy half. Makes the most of one marker. And that looks like Kyle White. But it might not be, because it's hard to see the numbers. But we'll say Kyle White anyway. Robson. This is the number 16 in Jordan Reed.
Yeah, he played in the, I think, the 2014 grand final of Cardiff when they won the premiership in A grade. So it's good to see Jordan back out there playing footy. Had a couple of
Yeah,
years
it
off.
is.
Kick outside the
It's
40.
always good to, it's great
Bit
to
of air.
tell back stories.
It's just trickled into the in goal here.
Stop it, that's
It's going to
up.
sit up. Oh, it's
Oh,
play
wow.
on, Tom.
What's
What a
he
great
gonna do?
kick. Oh, great tackle. We're going for a line drop out here.
That is A+ grade kicking.
Oh, they're not happy. Oh, there's a punch there. We're on.
We got a brouhaha. Get into it. The wrestling is being brought
number
to
4.
number 1.
Oh, whoa,
round.
what a shot on the ground.
I think they might have to zoom out actually to get everyone that is involved in this fight. Let's just swing. We have just turned into the bunker, boys. Something's happened, Peanut. Referee Michael Ullman, he's pretty young compared to all these guys. Let's see how he handles it.
He's separating them well here.
Yeah, I think he's done very well. It's only taken 14 minutes. The locals are into it. The Glendale v Cardiff rivalry. And the train line separates them.
Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this.
He's not happy with being tackled here, I think. That's the problem.
It's this.
First punch from Glendale here.
The winger too. What's the
Yeah,
winger doing?
number
throwing
2
punches?
and number 4.
Like, you're a winger, mate. Why would you do that?
Josh Krause and Jaden Druitt punching on there.
I
We'll
don't
see
know
what
why.
they
I don't
come.
know. It's not like he should be upset with himself. He did the. Like, he picked up the
best
ball.
he could.
He didn't do anything wrong, the winger. He tried to get it out, but. Well, there's good separation in the teams now. They're a good 20 yards away from each other, and the refs are just having a little chat about KFC, probably, or something.
McDonald's, Tom.
McDonald's there, it's on the
McDonald's,
flags. So Darren McSpadden seems to be giving a report, patting down the oxygen.
Yep. About what he bought from the good guys, Tom.
What did he buy from the Googles? I'm guessing he probably needed a good pair of binoculars. Well, actually, he wouldn't need the binoculars. He was standing right there.
No, he probably bought a nice video camera, actually, to record
Yeah.
that film.
Talking about nice video cameras, I do really like the look of this video camera that's sitting right in front of us, that's feeding you this information.
Okay,
on
here we
Bar
come with the
TV
decision.
Sports.
Righto, guys, you are the experts here. It'll have to be a panel.
Number two's got to go to the bin.
Cardiff. Yep.
I'd
Yep.
probably just do number 2.
So we've
Couple of
got,
blokes to the bin.
we've got Simon coming out, and we've brought him over. We've
Well,
just put him in the bin
not
before.
him. I wasn't going to put him in the bin, but I meant
If
as long as they
that
put
was number 4,
2,
that was Tyler Riley, and I think he definitely threw some, Tom. So we'll hang out. We've got the person that got tackled here.
Krause has got to go.
Yeah,
to the bin.
Krause has got to go too.
Oh, he sent him.
Sent him off.
Yeah, fair call.
It's a send off. Okay.
Now, Grug,
Yes.
Josh Krause has been sent off.
Yeah, it's
So
a big
let's-
call, but again, it's I don't mind it. I think it's a hardline stance on this, and it's really set the tone for the rest of the game. So it's a big call.
Well, if he didn't throw the first
Another one.
punch, nothing would have happened. We'd be having a goal line dropout.
This is true.
So Simon Brookfield's also got 10 in the bin.
Wow.
Be
Does he
interesting to
realise
see
his
if he
mouse
doesn't
guard's
bring out
behind his
number
ear?
14 here.
And Krause is getting a big
crowd loves it.
applause here on his way into the change room. So the rest of this, for the next 10 minutes, we're going to have 12 on 11. And then for the rest of the game, we'll have 13
Oh, and we've
on
just
12.
had the ball kicked away.
Oh, well, that's all right.
That's all right. You don't worry about that.
Into the jungle.
Troy Forbes. Lucky the ball boys are onto
So
it.
let's get our fatty Vorton out, and he is gone.
Gone.
Come on, Paul. Give us
Why-
one.
Why would you do it? That's
Just get gone.
Gone.
There it is. You're the type of one-
Steve with a big run here.
24.
Big-
Good run on
big
Steve.
Steve.
Close there.
Robson calling it a dummy half. They do have numbers.
Go out to
for
the left.
next
They're
10
tackled
minutes.
early.
Oh.
Strong tackle.
They'll have a one-man overlap for the rest of this game now. So Robson again feeds it out. This is Duncan.
Oh, is he
Is
Duncan?
it Duncan?
Is he
He's
held
over
up?
the line.
Has he's been held up here, Tom, I think. He has.
You
Good.
thought right. Good think. Thinking good.
Good thunk.
That was Kelly Hall.
I think it was good positioning there from the referee, Michael Armour, to see that.
Yeah. And around about that jungle. Apparently they're for the Waratah Cheetahs. And it wasn't Duncan. Or was it? No, it was...
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it?
No, it was Hall.
Hall.
Kelly Hall.
It's Tyler Riley on the field, I think. No, James Holloway. Got the teams mixed up there. How good am I going? Got A-grade to call later on.
Yeah, just save it for the main game, mate. But here
Blair's
is
gone out wide and found the try.
Abraham again.
Blair's found
That's Jordan
Abraham.
Reed.
Ian
Here's
Abraham
Abraham.
getting his second try for the day.
I got a bit distracted because the Jungles lost their canopy over there on the hill.
Oh. They have to.
I think we might be seeing a bit of this now, Tom. Now that they have that one-man overlap, like you said, it should, if they can complete their sets out wide.
It was a really nice spiral pass from
It was.
David Blair to Ian Abraham. So this game has the potential to blow out, but they're only got a one-man overlap, and there's a lot of people on the field, so Glendale can pull themselves together here.
It'll be very, very interesting to see how Glendale hold on here, whether they bounce back from this kickoff now and pin them down there.
I'm going to make an early prediction, though, that there's not going to be another fight for the rest of this game.
I think so.
Unless it's
I
like
think it was a
30-0.
really a big call from the referee Michael Armour to put someone straight away.
If he's
And
a
send
winger,
him
it's
off.
okay. It's like it's,
Irrespective, Tom, I think it's a big call to send someone off, and I think it was the right call. It's definitely set the tone for the game, and it won't be accepted.
he's a winger. He's got blonde hair and a terrible beard.
It's a big call, Tom. Have you grown a beard?
I have once.
Not a bad kick.
Once.
Yeah, it's just going to fall.
And
No
then
golf.
I shaved it. I don't have a beard like I don't have the texture of yours.
Yeah, I just shaved mine down, Tom.
Just got to be careful now because he's probably downstairs watching the stream. So,
Well, yeah, he might come up and punch us in the face.
We'll have to send him off.
No, it is unfortunate, but I don't know. It must have been just a brain snap.
Troy Forbes bringing him back up now.
yeah, plenty
The
of
boys will be
experience
looking,
there.
yeah, looking for a bit of leadership from him now, coming in, man down, and hopefully can steer him around the park. I think the props now have got to step up with a winger off.
Tongue in
Do you
cheek.
mean step up to the wing?
So they've gone the
Another
short
short
kickoff
one.
again.
Another short. Oh, it's found touch. What a good kick from Troy.
He's found the Big Mac.
No touch, so we're going to come in and have a scrum.
Glendale will pack a four-man scrum.
4.
Four. One in the bin, one sent off.
They have 2 in the bin.
One in the bin, one sent off.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So 4 in the scrum. That'd be 4 in the scrum.
I packed a scrum at Fingal Bay last year with 3 people from one team.
Yeah. From injury or
Under sevens.
Yeah, injury.
under sevens?
Injury. They didn't bring enough players up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wow.
Did have to check the rule book at half time to see if I was doing the right thing there.
I think you would have been.
I was, and it was okay.
So that's your favourite player there. That's Joe Wright-Jick.
Oh, yep. I was waiting for you to come up because you were a master of his name. So I'll leave that one to you, Paul. But this is the Michael Mitchell 2 first names and a whole name. Playing the ball is Cameron Taylor, the best name on the field.
Oh,
Gives it now.
big
That's
hit
a
up there.
Big collision. I think that's Tyler Riley just taking it into the solid wall.
Robson made a good tackle on that one.
Yeah, he did. This is Taylor. Out to
Forbes.
Forbes.
Oh, he's lost that there. We're going to have a 0 tackle here.
Yeah, that's
disappointing.
They've got to hang on to the ball. They've only got 11 blokes out there. We're going to have 12 for the rest of the day, so they've got to hang on to the ball. It's still pretty warm out there too.
It is. It was disappointing, actually. I was really hoping Glendale were going to build a bit of pressure there and mount a bit of an onslaught onto Cardiff. They're certainly keeping the pressure on with the strong tackles here. Big Steve with a hit up.
Yeah, Steve. You know what would be awesome if his name was Steve? That'd be the coolest thing in the world. Best guess.
Oh,
And here's Kelly Hall.
Yeah, Kelly.
Kelly Hall with a
Straight
line
through.
break, and he's brought down by his jumper. Robson at dummy half, and here's Duncan. A
Kick from
weird
outside
looking
40.
kick.
Will
Is
it
this
sit
one
up?
going to sit up and cause a fight? No,
No,
it's
it's
gonna
gone
go down.
dead. Darren McSpadden and Jeffrey waving it back to the 20.
Ooh, and look who's coming back onto the field. In your bottom right, it's Ben Robertson. Look for an impact there. I would not like to tackle Ben Robertson while he's running at me.
I'll second that, Tom. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near him.
Yep.
I'd be doing what's called a turnstile defence.
I'd be doing a shoulder charge and
Hoping
not
that I
even
get
caring
penalised.
if I get a penalty against me.
Yep.
That's Thompson taking it forward now.
I think he's forgotten his socks, Tom. Has he even forgot his boots?
I
Are they even boots that he's got
I
on?
don't think they are.
He's
He's lucky to play if he doesn't have his socks on. Wow.
He's had a bit of
He's
a
got
Barry-
a headgear
Barry
that makes up
Crockery.
for it. And here's Robertson.
Oh, Robinson.
He's at top speed.
That is a good run, Tom.
That is a great run. Just leaving everyone in their tracks, and I think he's landed on and fully squashed someone.
Here's Louis Simon
Here's
backing it up.
another great
run.
This is a great set from Glendale.
This is a very strong set considering they're down on troops.
50-metre gain already.
Cameron Taylor will call this from dummy
Penalty.
half out. Great set.
Too long.
Deserving of a penalty. 2 great runs.
Earned the right for a quick play the ball there, Tom.
Now, do you take the 2 or do you just keep the pressure going?
Keep the pressure going.
I'll second that. They've got to keep the ball in their hands. That's the key here, especially this first half. Use up as much juice that Cardiff's got, and they've got to keep the ball. It's a simple game plan, isn't it?
Yep,
It's a simple
little
game.
tip-ons and 2 offs. I think we'll get these props
Look at
tied
his
from
Robertson
Cardiff.
again.
Robinson.
The post-contact meters are off the charts.
Do you
for
know why
Robinson.
he's making so many metres, Tom? Because he hasn't got the extra weight of the socks.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's
And
what it
here's
is.
Wortley.
Oh, he's lost the
face
ball.
was on the money, but
It
the
literally
catch-
was a face ball. Literally,
Did it hit him in the
literally.
face?
I think it did.
face ball.
Double
4
knock on
days.
his called from Peanut here.
See, that's another opportunity for Glendale. They've only had the ball 2 sets, 2 tackles, and they hand it over. So disappointing. Cardiff's going to get the ball again. Not
Here he is on the
disappointing. if you're
replay,
Cardiff's
and boink.
Bang.
Oh,
I think
no,
I think it came up off his arm into his face. We'll call it the face ball.
It sounded better. See if Cardiff can get out of their own half here.
Look at that. It's a very depleted scrum there.
Isn't it?
9 people in the scrum.
Oh, yeah, strong defence here from Glendale.
They're stepping up their game, which will probably please the coach, who is Troy Forbes, out there playing at
Oh,
halfback.
surrender tackle here. was
Oh, that-
always
that's
going to
it.
come there.
You always get worried when you see someone go down like that before he meets the defensive line because...
So Holloway with a bit of a run here and got monstered by the Glendale defence. They're doing really well here. 3rd tackle in, and they've made no metres.
Yeah. They've gone backwards.
I think they have too.
Yeah, let's run it into Robertson.
If you're going to run into
That's
someone
it.
on the field,
Glendale's got a couple of mean forwards out there. Robertson and Cummings. You don't want to run at them, do you?
No.
no way.
And you see... Actually, I won't say that. It might be a little bit rude. I'll tell you at halftime. But they're going to have to kick.
So the
only
kick's
from
inside the
20
40.
out. It's
It's
well
in-
inside the 40. It's a good kick.
Is
Great
it?
kick.
Where,
Oh!
is this a 40-20?
It's a 20-20.
I think this is a 40-20.
20-20. Oh, my God.
It's a 40-20. Unbelievable. I told you these wind conditions today, Tom. I mentioned it at the start. That's definitely sent that kick.
Excuse me while I pick my jaw up off the ground.
Yeah,
Here's a kick. A 20-20.
Bang.
There's a 20.
That's
There's
unbelievable.
no urgency from the
Yeah, they were
Gorillas.
happy to watch that, weren't they?
Yeah, it's
Very confident call from the touch judge too on that one. I'm very happy with that.
strange. There hasn't been much urgency of the Glendale back 3. I mean, that Donnybrook that started in the corner, there was lack of urgency that got him tackled.
And they're drifting
Oh,
right
Kelly
here.
Hall.
Kelly Hall.
He's going to
Gonna
have
do it
to not
easy.
even flip
No one
past it at
touches
all.
him. No one touches him.
Kelly Hall.
with a bit of a meat pie.
No, not a bit of a meat pie. That is a great meat pie. We've got time
Time
here
off,
for some
okay.
reason.
I think Michael Ullman here has done very well to control the game so far. He's set a really good standard with what he expects from the players, and I think he might just be bringing out a player to let him know and remind him of what the standard is.
The flick pass was on too, but he held it in.
I was expecting a little Benji Marshall pass from Kelly then.
Not even needed. Didn't even need it.
Yeah, so Cummins has just had a chat to referee Armin.
And I reckon I know exactly what it was about as well. Because he let the tap go while Ben Robinson was way offside.
I think it was a controlled restart. It's as you said, Paul, they didn't show any urgency all day.
When you got Ben Robinson moving at a snail speed, you're not going to wait for him. It's like, well, I can't help the fact that you're running really slow.
Well, all three officials were in spot.
We should have no problem with this. The wind's right behind him.
Well, yeah, we saw the 40-20 turning point in the game under all sorts of pressure.
Especially, that's really not what Glendale needed.
No, but they'll have the wind behind them in the second half. So, they've just got to watch what Cardiff's done with that kick out of there. That was a good defensive set from Glendale. Cardiff got out of jail and then posted points. So
they did. It was a really good defensive set, actually. They had 0 metres gained.
In 2011, talk about the wind at number 1 sports ground. In 2011, the Newcastle Rugby League Grand Final, West Newcastle had a 22-0 lead at half-time, but they were going with the win, and that's a great kick.
Good kick.
Not taking away the kick. They had a 22-0 lead going into half-time because they had the wind at their backs. It ended 22-all, so it was a 22-point advantage for the win. So the win plays a huge part. Maitland ended up winning in extra time that year. Go Maitland. Go the Pickers. Having some tough times lately.
I think they've had a pretty good season considering the stock they've had, Tom.
Yeah, no one wants to play Coro as well.
That's right. I think they were winning games that they definitely no one expected them to win.
Scorps.
No comment. Troy Forbes to get us back underway here.
That trainer is way offside.
Unbelievable. They're loving the short kicks, but we are out on the full.
I was trying to look for the touch judge. He's back on the corner post.
He was where he's supposed to be, Tom.
That's right. And I was like, where is he gone? Where are these McDonald's flags gone?
Yeah, they've just got to keep the cool here, Glendale. There's only 10 minutes to go to half-time, and they don't want to let any more points in. They don't want to hand it to Cardiff.
Yeah, this is true.
Rodham. Kicks to the sideline, and he's going to make a lot of metres with these long kicks.
Got a 25-metre gain there.
Yeah, and from the middle of the field as well. That's awesome news. And this is
this
is dangerous.
Bob, a little catch there from Rowland.
Adrian Rowland putting his coach's heart in his mouth. And this is the number 20. This is Jennison, another impact player for the Cardiff Cobras. Looks like Dylan Baldock is on the field, and this is Rodham again, just drifting out to Drew Dobb in the number 10. Baldock again. This is the 25. We'll get back to you with that number because it is a very big number, and it's not on our team sheet. Baldock again. Goes left. Turns it under. Big collision again.
Dobby there.
Yeah, I think it might have been Dobb as well. Drifting around both sides. Baldock again.
Body pushes him over.
Duncan. Calling for the kick is the winger, the number 5, and that's Zeke.
It's try, number 4.
It's 4.
Jaden Druitt.
Jaden Druitt.
Everyone's onside, play on.
It's too easy now, isn't it? They're just down to 11 men.
And that was the side that the player got sent from.
Yeah, as we hear the truck horn or whatever that noise was in the background. But they just too many numbers out wide. Nice bounce. Any other time of the week, that'd just roll into touch, wouldn't it?
It would. That win certainly playing a big factor today.
I thought for sure Matthew was going to score that. He slipped over. He must be wearing Ben Robinson's boots. It's getting a bit chilly up here with this wind.
Yeah, I'm glad I brought a jumper today.
You're in a jumper, long pants. I'm in a shirt and shorts.
I packed shorts.
And Paul's in oak-covered clothes.
I'm just glad I bought a change of shirt. Otherwise, it'd be an oak-covered yoke-covered shirt as well.
Tell me the backstory for this, because I feel out of the loop here.
Out of loop. Well, I got a bit peckish, walked around the hill and took one bite into my egg and bacon roll, and yeah, the rest is all over my shirt and pants.
You're a bit of a over easy type. I like my yolks nice and running.
Yes, I do like them running, but after that experience, don't eat an egg and bacon sandwich into the wind.
Into the wind. Noted. So we've got James Holloway. Oh, no, sorry, not James Holloway.
The bite that
Tyler
I did
Riley
take,
wanting
it
to
did
come onto
taste
the
nice
field.
too.
Didn't the halftime siren go?
No, I heard something. I don't think it was
Oh, was
halftime.
that just truck horn?
Yeah, it was a truck horn.
So we'll see Tyler Riley come on the field here for Glendale. Hopefully he makes an impact here.
That is a kick.
Great kick. Duncan puts it over.
Call me Captain Obvious.
20-6. They're not out of it, Glendale. Just have to look back to the B grade grand final last year. Fingal Bay down by 18 and come back and beat West Wallsend. So
Hasn't it been a stellar couple of years for Fingal?
It has. A great club. They just keep getting stronger and stronger every year.
It's good to see up there now that they don't have the Port Stephen Sharks, that the football still is really strong up that way.
Yeah, well, you got Malabula across the...
Steve with a big run there.
Tea Gardens as well.
Gardens,
Tea Gardens, yep.
and Karua, and I guess you could throw Raymond Terrace into the mix, even though those parts of towns hate each other. But yeah, football's very strong up there, and they need a strong club up there, whether it be an A grade or district.
Just speaking of strong clubs, I think it's a strong competition.
Oh, yeah, A grade. A grade is insane
overall,
this year.
the lower Hunter competition has just been amazing this season. It's definitely grown in size with third grade being taken out of the grade competition here in Newcastle.
Sorry, Greg, I got to say, while Glendale are leaking points, their strength in their tackles is just second to none. They've just been absolutely bashing the Cobras this set many other sets down in the Cobras' end. They're just lining them up and trying to just claw their way to
Another
victory.
one inside the 40.
Brute strength. Guys, this could almost roll.
That's a big kick inside the 40, and he's fielded it with 5 metres out from his own try line.
Trying to get around him, but
chase from
tackle there from Jewett.
So by the looks of the things, the bin players are back on the field. So we're at 13 on 12. The advantage
Dobby
going
over
to
the top.
Cardiff.
Oh, Steve over the top.
Steve. Let's go, Steve. Taylor gives it out to the number 15 in Nathan Farrow. Taylor again.
I'm not sure if that's Andrew McCarthy in jersey 25.
Oh, sorry,
just
that's
having a look at him.
19, Michael Fairburn. Andrew McCarthy for Cardiff.
Yeah, number 25.
No, it's definitely Steve.
Steve. Oh, we're going to stay with Steve.
If you're right, Paul, you're still wrong.
I'll give you a beer if you're right.
I'm going to introduce myself to Steve after the game.
Oh, that was very forward.
We're on an angle here, and that's...
That was getting past to us.
He was anticipating the breeze, guys. Come on, give him a break. Stop being so critical. He knew that was going to curl back.
So if there was no breeze, it would have been 20 metres forward.
Yes, that's right. It would have been intercepted.
So it was Michael Arman. Has he got a demotion or promotion this year? Last year he was your co-commentator in the grand final.
That's right. He was
He was
up here for a
commentating
while.
my game, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was him and Benny Lewis. Benny Lewis is living out in Armidale at the moment. I did throw him a message seeing if he wanted to come back, but his response was blank. He didn't say anything.
little shout out to you watching, Benny. Love you, mate.
He was the sideline.
Big
for the
strong
day.
tackle, Tom.
Yeah,
Like you were saying.
I'd call this a promotion for Michael Arman. It's his first senior grade grand final. This might be touch.
Touch, 6 to go. Yep, 6 to go.
And Duncan picks up the ball. And does he play it safe? No, he's drifting wide. He's trying to bust through those tackles, earning valuable Supercoach points. But he's absolutely crunched.
Tell you, Glendale's heart has not given out here. They've been putting some monster tackles in.
How long can they keep up this strong defence for? And there's another one.
This is great to see, Tom.
By Michael Mitchell. And he goes in for
Steve gives the ball out wide.
Out to the 11 in Nathan Robson, who's brought down again. There's some great one-on-one tackles here, but they've got numbers on the short side.
Robson goes out to the right.
And this is Blair. Blair drifts right.
Oh.
He's going to get there. Is this a high one?
It's a high tackle. Falling, but nonetheless, still made high contact.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Unfortunate, but it is a penalty.
Tackle count. I mean, unfortunate because it was late in the tackle count. Definitely not denying that was deserving of a penalty.
There was a good kick there from Druid. He kicked it back, but it actually went forward with the
Now
wind.
let's have a look at those socks.
Now, come on, Glendale.
Or lack of socks.
Let's hold them out now.
We're on the bus wagon from Glendale. And this is Duncan. Beats a couple. Brought down. And Robson's back on at dummy half. He goes short side to his brother Nathan, who unfortunately...
Are we sure they're brothers?
It was seen coming by the whole town of Glendale. And here's Robson again. Once again goes short side.
Oh, he's found the line.
And Daniel Robson slices them open like warm butter.
Yeah, again, that side where Mr. Winger Josh Krause got sent off.
Yep.
But look,
Yes.
Glendale's just got to hold their head. Just can't wait to half-time. Troy Forbes just gets them together, has a good chat to them and say, look, we've got 40 minutes in front of us. But they can't afford another
Is
one.
it heartbreaking, Paul, watching Cardiff just leak points like this?
Well, it had a little bit to do with Cardiff as well. So
Oh, sorry, not Cardiff league points. What am I talking about? Glendale league points.
It is. I mean, they're a new club back after a couple of years out. They were called the Silverbacks for the while, but it's what the junior committee have done is fantastic to get the Glendale senior team up and running again. And they got thrashed nearly every game last year, bar their last one. So actually to be in a grand final is just a great effort.
Yeah, that is good. And it was, like you said, while I was saying that there were shorty people and it was a Fiji flag, there is a great community of crowd there supporting the Gorillas. But unfortunately, it's not the first half they were hoping for. But Ruggs mentioned it a few times. Paul's mentioned it. This breeze will favour them majorly in the second half. Also, did you guys notice? I don't think you were here for Rug for the first game. The very weird finish, but ladies Tier B league tag, they had a 40-20.
Oh, in league tag.
In league tag.
Unreal. It's good to see.
Well, it was a 40-20, but it wasn't rewarded. It was a changeover.
Changeover.
I don't think anyone was expecting it, so they didn't look. But yeah, we watched it on the replay, and it was an excellent kick.
Well, that one wasn't. That one was waved away. So it's 18 points of difference.
All right, let's see if Troy can keep it in now. I think it's great to see, like you were saying, just to touch back on what you were saying there before about clubs. I think it's great that they have junior clubs feeding into a senior. Like Katara's the same. We've got Glendale, Cardiff's the same. Gives the kids something to look forward to as they another out on the full from Troy.
Don't look forward to that, kids.
We're not looking forward to that. But
so Cardiff and Glendale. Cardiff, I imagine, would feed into. Who would they feed into?
They're a West
South?
feeder.
West.
Yeah,
They're a West feeder, but
which is a bit strange considering they're both Lake Macquarie teams.
Yeah, it
They
is.
should be
It
feeding
is.
the Macquarie.
Yeah, Macquarie or Lakes even. Yeah.
Macquarie don't actually have many. Neither does Curry or Cessnock.
Well, that's the benefit of this comp. I think you can, you can stay with your mates all the way through your junior football and come in and play with your mates here in senior football.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're actually both West feeder clubs.
Yes, yeah, they are.
Surely West can share some.
I think so.
I think West Newcastle finishes at Blackbutt Reserve, doesn't it?
Wow.
But
Wow.
look. Here we
But
go
this is
again.
Steve's
Whoa,
mate,
wow,
who we
that was
also
a
don't
big
have.
hit.
Ben Robinson showing his defence. He's got the ball. It's a lost ball.
Lost ball. Strong contact.
Oh, this might do us for the first half, though.
Steve got hit big there.
The two biggest guys come together on the field. It reminds me of the Avengers where Thor whacks Captain America's shield with his hammer.
I was almost going to say like Hulk with Loki.
Oh, yeah?
Just ragdolled him.
I will not be bullied by bang, 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 bang.
Bang.
Oh, there's your
Wow.
bang.
There it is.
Oh,
Steve, come on, mate. Ball's out.
Steve. We might actually see if we can find out his real name. Paul thinks he knows it. But...
No, I was getting confused with number 25.
Oh, okay. So we're patrolling down the short side. Glendale do have some promising signs. That the scoreboard doesn't reflect their effort at the moment. Here's Forbes giving it out to the number 18. That's Lewis Simon, who's made some great runs in this game, and he does fall on his front, so that's a good sign. A lot easier to play the ball that way. Taylor.
Booker finds
Here's
Forbes.
Forbes. Dummies inside. Goes
And
out.
Simon
Here's
again.
Wortley, who did set up the first try. And it looks like he's going to set up the second, but
Wow, that
ball's
would have been good.
lost, and it's play on. No one realises that it's play on. It's play on. We've got to keep running, everyone. And it's Blair who picked up the ball thinking it was a scrum, but no, I've got to keep running.
Players complaining about a bit of a high shot here. I'm not sure I've seen it.
Going short side here is Zeke Matthew. Just
On the ball.
relieving the forwards a little bit with a nice run.
Sounds like
Robson at dummy half. Sorry, Paul.
Should be in IndyCar racing or something with a name like Zeke Matthew.
Zeke Matthew. You're 100% right there. And that finishes the first half in D grade.
I just want to clarify, they are boots. He's just forgot his socks.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, that brings the first
Troy
half
Forbes
to an
with
end.
some words to Michael Armand here.
What can
Very
you complain
heated.
about?
That's half-time here at number 1 Sports Ground.
To be honest, I don't think he's got much to talk about. He's got to keep the ball in field when he kicks it before he worries about Michael's game.
24 points to 6 lead in the half-time.
Well, he's fighting a losing battle because there's one of him and there's 3 guys in pink there. But anyway, so that brings us to a close in the first half of D grade with Cardiff monstering over Glendale, 24 points to 6. And in case you're just joining us, Josh Krause from Glendale has been sent from the field for punching an opposition player in the face. But we will be back very shortly with the second half, so stay tuned. Thank you very much. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be getting our second half underway very soon between the Glendale Gorillas and Cardiff Cobras in D grade here at number 1 Sports Ground. And the cloud has just come over the field, and the wind is kept up, so it's looking a little bit gloomy at the moment out there, but doesn't expect we're not predicting any rain, so that's a promising side. So Paul's still with me. How you going, Paul?
Yeah, good. I've just strapped myself down so I don't blow away.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. We're in the middle of a mighty windstorm, but
pretty sure it was the same last year too over at Harker Oval. We had the grand finals. It got pretty blowy too.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? We were sort of bunkered down in the box though, so it was really good. So how was your half time? I know you're a massive Glendale fan and played for them for about 25 years. So
more like 2.5 or something like that. But
2.5. I just moved the decimal point over one. So instead of 2.5, I made it 25.0.
The good thing is I don't have to go to the canteen and line up. I can just pick some of this yolk off my jeans.
That's always a plus. So that's why you did it. It wasn't an accident. It was just so because your pockets were already full with your phone and wallet. You had nowhere to put anything, so you just embed it within your jeans. Now, our other co-commentator, Grug Digby, he's gone down to the bar because he said the only bad thing about commentating is the bar is too far away. So he's making the most of the halftime breaking. I'm hoping he's getting it to his new, because they are a major sponsor.
Which way did he go to? Did he go to the hill, did he?
I don't know.
Because there's a bar just to the right of the grandstand.
I think he actually might have went in and tried to get a free one, but Cardiff are just making their way back to the field. Now, I do have to thank some viewers on Facebook. They have given me some inside information about the mystery players from Cardiff Cobras. Now, we have number 24 out there who we didn't know, and he looks like he's walking to the bench now. That is Steve Stevenson. So we were calling number 25 Steve. So out of nowhere, it was just Steve's in our head, but we were very close. In fact, number 24 is Steve Stevenson. Number 25 is Kai Green. So thank you very much to the Facebook viewers. It's great to see you guys helping out us here at Bar TV, because we can't be perfect. There's 6 games today, and I was trying to get team lists for all of them. So, I can see Grug Digby coming back, and he doesn't have 1 4X. He has 2 4Xs. That's twice as good as 1 4X.
Looks like you're going to miss out, Tom.
We're about to get back underway here for the second half in D grade. Peanut gets us underway.
Yep.
And Cardiff, the ball's been blown off the tee. It could be a blessing in disguise, but it's picked up by Les Wortley.
That almost worked in Cardiff's favour then.
I know. Everything's happening today at number 1 Sports Ground. If you get a chance, watch the Ladies League Tag Tier B, especially the finish, because it was out of nowhere, anything like anyone's ever seen. With West Wallsend it was Cardiff winning on the buzzer. So Cardiff looking to go for 2 grand finals here today.
Shimmy. He's through.
A right foot step, and he's through Wortley.
Use it, Wortley. Keep going. Oh, the ball's out the back.
The desperation pass has been scooped up by the Gorillas.
Still Glendale ball.
Forbes a dummy half.
He got numbers out.
Splinter left to Robertson. His only game plan is run straight and score a try. But he did the first part right.
I think that's what every team tries to do, Tom.
That's right. Score the tries anyway. Here's Forbes. Out to Wortley again, looking for the right foot step. Great out ball, but it's dropped. It's been put down by Reece Thompson. What are you doing? He had a look.
I really want them to score, Tom.
Same.
I really want them to score.
Yeah, we want to see extra time.
That would have been the perfect start for the Gorillas. Get an early one, and they're back into it. It would have given them a lot of confidence. But look, they've just found a few gaps up the middle there. So look out for Wortley.
Floating attack.
He needs to get his ball in his hands. He needs to get his hands on the ball a lot more in this second half than he did in the first half, because he's lethal. Absolutely lethal.
Good offload.
Just informing Grug that our mystery players have been named.
I still like the name.
We were pretty close with our Steve prediction. Just wrong number.
That's Holloway there.
Robson is still a dummy half, punching out a lot of minutes. Daniel Robson, which is a great sign. While he's fit, you want him on the field and getting his hands on the ball as much as possible.
And Robson takes a big hit up there.
Yeah, the Robson brothers going up against the Wortley brothers. Here's Robson, goes short side to Duncan.
Duncan's been a big performer today, Tom.
He's a ball runner. He hasn't done a lot of... Well, he's done passing, obviously. Is that Duncan? I think it is. No, it's the 8. I'm getting the 8 and 6 mixed up every time. It was Kelly Hall. And this is Michael Mitchell bringing it back. And they're already over the 30 metres on the first tackle. There's some locks. And they're going to pull a bit of hair in that tackle. He's swidging around like a worm. That's Tyler Riley. Taylor gives it to Forbes. And here's Lewis Simon.
Another big
over
hitter.
the halfway. The post-contact metres.
Their attack is looking a lot better to start this game, Tom.
A good halftime speech by the halfback end coach. Here's Wortley out the back. It's a bit of an outball. He beats one. Out to the winger in John Radburn.
He's come back in.
But
That's
he's
good.
run out of room.
He's coming in field. He's
He's
on the scrum line and up he goes.
Radburn is still going.
Still going.
But he's brought down by the shirt that's 2 sizes too big.
Rolling. Big tackle.
Mitchell at dummy half. Forbes drifting out wide. Here's Robinson. You don't want it to
big
be...
run. He's still going. He's still going.
Robinson.
He's going to get over. He's done it. Oh, that was amazing.
Robinson! Have you ever had a Coke machine run at you? Well, Cardiff Cobras have.
Not one without socks.
Ben Robinson scoring a much-needed try for the Glendale Gorillas.
I think
and
he's
he
just
wants
sung
a
it.
sub.
He wants a sub.
Give me a Diet Coke. Somebody give me a Diet Coke. 1, 2,
What?
3, 4,
Four,
5,
five.
6,
Wow.
and a try.
What a day to forget your socks, though. Like, the
Yeah,
grand final.
Yeah, he's got a well-earned rest as well.
Good on him. It's good to see Glendale with a good start here. Let's see how Cardiff respond with a good lead of theirs at the moment. I think they should bounce back okay, but let's see if Glendale can mount the pressure and get out of their own half and pin Cardiff back down into their own.
Well, 12 points the gap now. Still a chance? Or have you just written them off, boys?
No, we haven't written them off yet, mate. See, this beer's going down a bit rough.
Yeah, that's just for the listeners at home. That was not my back cracking. That was Mr. Digby opening a can.
Wonder if he might spill it all over his jeans.
Mr. Digby's my old man.
Here we go.
Kicking just off from the centre here is Duncan. Oh, it's Blair. Sorry.
It could have been Duncan.
Could have been.
These kickoffs are dodgy.
Aren't they?
Another short one, but that's just how strong that breeze is out.
I think so, yeah. I think
Michael
that's
Mitchell
what it might be.
Making it to halfway. Getting it to halfway from the kickoff.
Glendale must have
Can't
a
be a
rocket
bad
put up
sign.
him.
Yeah. Or the wind. It's the wind.
It's the wind put
Mitchell
up him.
plays it to Taylor. Forbes turns it under.
Forbes
he
still
doesn't.
going. There's no one there.
Yeah.
Where is everyone?
No one running onto the ball. But already, 2 tackles in. They've made it over halfway. This is a promising start for Glendale.
Made it over halfway in 2 tackles, but the second one was only 4 metres.
Ooh, yeah, good call.
Here's a Les
That was a
Wortley.
forward. That was
Yeah.
it was definitely forward.
Yeah, there was no organisation in that set from Glendale. You could tell that.
Disappointing.
by
It would have been good to
extending
see him
20
have a
metres
good run on for that. Michael Arman calling time off. Just have an injured player. He's in a bit of licorice all sorts over there on the halfway line.
Is the Glendale Gorillas sign that Paul was talking about earlier?
I thought you said that was Shortland, Tom.
Did you say that the good guys? I definitely can see the good guys symbol there.
There is the good guys there. Pay
Perhaps-
cash and they'll slash the prices. Na 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 na. Na na na.
Very proud supporters of us here of Newcastle referees. And he's just been pulled over the sideline. Michael Arman, time back on, and we're going to have the scrum.
Has he been pulled off?
He has, well, that's a very poor choice of words there, Tom.
No, I chose that intentionally. He was pulled off the field. This is Blair. Off the scrum line, he's finding a little bit of open space, but unfortunately it was as well covered by the Gorillas. And he's a bit shabby when he's standing
They're
up. to
straight
play
up,
his
too.
ball.
They're getting a lot of line speed off the line here, Glendale. Oh, ragdolls him.
Yeah. I thought the ball might have came loose there, but it was not the ball. Robson. This is
Dobby.
Drew Dobb.
Dobby.
Dobby.
Go and run water for Lakes.
Robson again. This is number 12. This is Roland. They see me, Roland.
Glendale's
No, it wasn't.
hating.
Sorry, it was White. My bad. This is Duncan. In and away. He's really wide, drifting near that sideline. It's not good when a 5'8" gets taken out.
Glendale holding out pretty well here. The kicks through. Everyone's good.
Contesting for the high ball.
No one contesting. Oh, no hands on him.
it's
Ball's
alive,
out. We're
and
playing on.
Here's Wortley.
Wortley
He's the one
uses
you want with
him.
Space. And it's
Radburn.
Radburn.
Go Radburn.
He's got speed.
Radburn, he's going to do
No
it.
one's going to catch
Go over
him.
near the post.
Get under the sticks. Get under the sticks. Get
Radburn.
under the sticks.
Will score
Great
a
one.
try.
Great run.
And it will be 24 points to 16 with a kick to come for Glendale.
Great little set up there from Wortley.
Glendale registered back-to-back tries for the first time
Yeah,
today. This time,
that kick wasn't too bad. It just went across, but unfortunately just landed in the hands of Glendale.
I think that's what
Somehow
happens.
they found a man, well, an overlap. They shouldn't have an overlap when you've got an extra man on the field.
Well, this
Cardiff,
is
but,
true.
Look at that. Look at the pace.
I don't even think anyone contested that from Cardiff. They were happy to just let Glendale catch that.
We've got a game.
They certainly do.
I'm glad they didn't give up at half time. They must have had a good wind put up them and come out good in the second half here.
It's still a tough kick, this one, even though the wind's behind him.
Yeah, we saw Duncan convert a few from here.
Get it, son.
Get it over.
Well, that was the last minute words of encouragement that cost him the goal. I am so sorry to all gorillas out there.
away to away. The score remains Cardiff 24, Glendale 16.
Taking their time getting back for the restart, Cardiff.
Would you? I would.
Yeah,
Or
well,
mind games, I think that is.
Yep. Maybe they think that if we take our time, the wind might change.
I'll Blair to get us underway. Let's see if this kick goes more than 20 metres, because every time they've kicked right, but from both teams, it's barely gone 20.
Oh, there's a good one.
There's a good one.
But it's straight to Wortley, though.
Wortley.
Oh, but he feeds it off. And who's this?
Cummings.
Cannonball.
Big Greg. Good name.
Tell you what, they got some size on the bench, don't they, Glendale?
Don't know what. Oh, monster tackle here from Cardiff. Wow.
Both teams
Daniel
really
Robson.
wanting this grand final win.
I don't think that helped Robson too much at all there.
I think he got a bit groggy.
And this is
Oh.
Farrow.
Coming
Oh,
on
we
here,
got the
coming on.
flag. Do you want a quarter pounder because you see the M?
I think Dobby's too stoked with this one. Let's keep them apart here. Good control from Michael Armand here.
The flag's been on. Jeffrey Kepi Watson is our touch judge.
Very confident call coming in too. Love to hear
Yeah,
the
we saw
commentary
the
for
M.
this one.
Yep, we saw the M.
What's going through your minds there, boys? You think, oh, Jesus, mate, just let me ref the game? Or you happy to see the touchy come in?
I'm happy to see him come in. If he's coming in very confident like that, then obviously he's confident with his call, and I'm happy to run with it. So we've just seen a bit of a hook, is what Jeffrey's seen,
And we're back
And we've got
playing, and we've
another
got
one. And another penalty here.
immediately after. What's this one for? We were too busy watching the replay, and next thing you know, we've heard the whistle
I
again.
think he's copped another one around the chops.
Lifting tackle.
Just got a player down here. We've got number 12, Reece Thompson, down. Bit groggy after that one.
But now it's the time for the Gorillas to attack, King Kong style.
Show that they're the Silverbacks
They are the
and dominate.
Silverbacks.
Forbes finding
Well,
touch.
their backs have been very well in this
I think
game,
that almost
so
got kicked to the scoreboard then. That win got right behind that.
Pity it couldn't get kicked in the way that would gain them metres. A bit unfortunate.
We're back underway.
This is the number 17, Daniel Jack. Hasn't
Good
seen
run.
a lot of game time, but his fresh legs have just got him past the 40 there. Forbes again. He's had a lot of touches.
Ooh.
Oh!
No, I'm happy to let that one go. Nothing high there.
It's just unfortunate because he's the one that got hit before. So this is the 13. This is Brookfield. And he's lost the ball.
I think Hall's arm had something to do with that then.
And Kyle White's got it before being swamped by a sea of blue.
Now let's see if Glendale can hold them down here for this.
This is really Pokemon style, isn't it? Red versus blue.
Isn't it?
Are you a Squirtle or a Charmander boy?
I'm a Charmander. I always start with the hardest one.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
I like an easy run down to the Elite 8 or
Once
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Elite
Well, your
4.
first gyms are rock and water.
Mm.
So rock's hard with fire, and then trying to put out, like...
As we see a penalty awarded here. High tackle. Troy Forbes up questioning every single one of his calls. Oh, he's not happy with it either. Come back here, Troy. Let's have words.
Here, mate. I've got something to say to you. Talk to me like that, mate.
Sorry, sir. Runs back.
Role-playing here at Bar TV.
Just checking Facebook, and we got Shane Clinton just writes, "Are you heading in, Buff?" So, Buff, if you're listening, if you're heading in, just let Shane Clinton know.
That's a really good public service.
Community service, yeah. We're good blokes here at Bar TV. And this is Duncan.
Duncan.
Who's probably a good bloke as well.
I'll have a beer with Duncan.
Yeah, just the type of name you want to have a beer with. Oh, grass cutted. It's just legs taken out.
Oh, he's a bit groggy there.
Well, unfortunately, we saw that about 2 minutes ago. A Glendale player got taken out like that on his way down.
I think it's time to bring into little notice here. I think if Tony Adams was on the field, I think Michael Armand would be in a bit of trouble here. He's blown a lot of time off today.
Yeah.
Little backstory to that one. Yeah, Tony Adams, if there's any time off on the field, you find yourself with a knee in an unfortunate spot, I think.
That be in the almonds?
It would be in the almonds. The mixed assortment.
The peanuts. The family jewels.
Classic commentary there from Brock Johnson.
Yes, and if you're not jumping on Bar TV watching it live, you better be here jumping on that jumping castle.
It does look pretty fun, Tom.
It does look fun. And it's not stinking hot, so it's not going to get hot, nice and sweaty in the jumping castle. As this young player is getting to his feet, nice and groggy, we see the C graders walking out of the tunnel and going out the back to do some warm-up. So
I think Gloucester will be one. Was it? Sorry, Abermain. Gloucester's in the next one.
Yeah, Abermain and Waratah. So that's our next game. So if you're excited to watch them play, stay tuned in because they will be coming up very shortly after this presentation.
Anyway,
but will
Duncan's
it be Cardiff?
Duncan's away to Dobby.
Will it be Cardiff or will it be Glendale? And if Cardiff can score on this set, it could close the game out. And this is Rodham giving it out the back.
Second phase.
Blair, cut out pass to Abraham. He scored 2 tries in the first
Play
half.
on here, wasn't out.
Pops it back in. And this is Robson going back in field. He takes a rare run. And he's dropped the ball.
I think he's in a bit of licorice all sorts here, Tom.
Yeah. He looks like a bit of a rag doll there.
I think Cardiff are going down by the numbers here.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Glendale might lose the game.
I think
they're going to know they're going to be in a match, Cardiff, by the end of it.
No, this is true. I think, like we've said the whole way through here, I think Glendale's defence has been top-notch, as in the physicality of it all has really shown.
There's a lot of young Glendale boys in this team and Cardiff young guys, so there could be a few high school rivalries coming out on the field.
This is true.
Forbes to feed the scrum.
Nice shot there.
And there it is. It's a nice little short pass. Didn't really do much. He passed it to a guy who ran straight back into every single one of the forwards in the scrum. Here's Taylor out of dummy half, making the most of one marker.
Play on, ball's
still
out the back.
alive.
It's not
and
high.
Another high tackle penalty.
Ooh. It's been quite a little run of these now, Tom.
Yeah, just dangerous. We saw a couple of high tackles and then that lonesome lift. That's not high. That's just Colin. That's Gordon Tallis-like. Forbes down the short side. Drifts it out wide to
it's
nobody.
Backwards.
Surely it's backwards. Yeah,
Good.
it's backwards,
Good
and
call.
Forbes picks it up. The ball's still live, but no one knows it.
Is that Forbes to Forbes?
Nice tats. Taylor. Straight runner, and they're making the most of these collared, and that's Farrow getting brought down. The loose jumpers. Taylor. Wortley. This is the 14 in Tyler Riley. The man with the longest hair, and it's not even that long. Cameron Taylor.
Wortley,
again.
all on.
I thought
Play
he was
on.
going the inside ball then, but he's kicked it straight down the
Fielded straight
throat.
by Abraham, bringing
Yeah.
it back up. Wortley,
Oh, your kick is
Crunches
only as
him.
good as your chase.
and he showed.
Abraham's not happy with that one. And Blair brings it for the second tackle. Duncan at dummy half. He takes on the markers. Nearly gets through. I think he did get past the markers, but
Tyler
he's still
coming through.
going. Onland Duncan.
Ooh. Tyler Riley coming through.
Tackle breaks. What is he, Joey Leilua or something? Bulldogs back on the field at dummy half. And this is Jennison. Brought down very hard. Bit of a facial there. No, it's not Jennison. Sorry, it's Green. And this is Blair. They're just at the halfway line. Last tackle. Options here. They go back open, but it's a bit of a dodgy kick. And caught at first slip by Nathan Farrow. Reaction speed. He belongs on the Matrix. Maybe he is in the Matrix. Maybe this is the Matrix.
We'll never know, Tom.
We'll
never know.
We'll never know. I think we're too old to be brought back or something. And this is Simon. They're going. Cardiff have seemed to change their tackling techniques. They are targeting the collars.
I think
for the Gorilla players.
the props are getting tired both sides here. I think the ruck speed's certainly slowed down here.
If there's someone to motivate, there's the offload. Here's Taylor. Steps off his right.
It's a good
But
run
it's
from
the
Robinson
shirt.
that led up to that.
It's the shirt that's two sizes. Penalty!
Second effort here. He's earned the right for a quick play the ball and couldn't have it. And
He's kicked it
he's
backwards.
kicked that directly sideways. It's actually gone backwards, like you said, Tom. Sorry. Darren McSpadden there showing us where it's gone out. We have Cameron Taylor for the restart here.
This is Mitchell. Michael Mitchell. Michael Mitchell.
Oh, wow.
Crunched.
By
These
Jordan
tackles
Reed.
will definitely hurt. Taylor. Forbes.
Oh, I thought
Out the
Robinson was
back.
going to get that then.
It's Wortley giving it out to... And here's the winger again. He's looking for another try, but he slips over. Radburn plays the ball. They're punching away at this Cardiff defence.
Troy
But
Forbes
Cardiff's-
angrily directing the troops around the park now. Here he comes. Troy
Taylor.
Forbes sending it. Robinson dummy through.
Here's Wortley.
Wortley.
Sees it. Off his left. He's still alive. He's looking dangerous here, Wortley. Brought down in a nice one-on-one tackle and finished off as well. Taylor. Forbes. Out ball. Here's Mitchell. Draws and passes out. This might be Mitchell, actually, because we do have no winger. Here's Forbes again. Little dab
Little
into the
grubble
end
through.
goal,
I think
but
we
it's
might have a
been
repeat
ricochet.
set here. There's a lost ball from Cardiff.
Don't know what's happened here.
Yeah, it looked like a knock-on from Cardiff.
Yep, it was a knock on Cardiff. We'll have a Glendale scrum repeat set.
Great news if you're from Glendale, like Paul.
Right side of the viaduct.
So, Paul, I hear you're nominated this year to get in the Glendale Gorillas Hall of Fame.
I doubt it. There's probably a lot ahead of me in that department. But,
Wortley at the back. Oh, he's done well to hold it in, Les Wortley. They've
Use
got
it. Here
numbers
he comes.
Radburn.
Radburn.
He's going to go for the corner. He's found a gap.
He's going to do it.
Radburn.
What a turnaround from Glendale this has been in the second half.
It's the wind, bro.
It is the wind.
Johnny Radburn. Try number 2 for Glendale. And this will be the 4th try as a team. So we're at 4 tries apiece.
John Radburn, what a performer this half.
Yeah.
Very good hands to hold that there by the 5/8.
Oh, he had to do well, Radburn. So he had to cut in field, but he cut in field past 4 defenders.
Yeah. They're going for a bit of a quick kick here from Cameron Taylor. He's definitely set this up quick.
Would you say that Radburn has to do the work of 2 wingers?
You could almost say that, Tom.
While he can't be on both sides, he's got to take the relieving hit-ups.
Sometimes how I feel in our Oztag team. I have to do the work of 2 people.
Oh, mate, that's because we play with Brad Carter. And
Love you, Brad.
Polglaze.
Yeah, little shout out to Cameron Polly Polglaze if you're over in Fiji listening to this,
Fiji,
mate. Hope you're having a great time.
Chrissy Warner's getting married, mate, today.
Tough day. Congratulations to them both, yes.
I really doubt they'd be tuned in, but we can certainly say that we wish them well. Another very slow kickoff. You reckon this will go 10?
Should.
Is it Dobby kicking?
No, it's not Dobby.
It was.
That was Steve.
Oh, it was too. With Stevenson.
Oh, that's a great
Oh, it's going to be caught by Gorillas.
We're going to have a 0 tackle here to start.
Just what you want. Nothing's going for the Cobras today.
Taylor
Taylor dummy half, and here's Robinson.
Big run.
Just throws away.
He's still going, Tom.
Here's Robinson.
This is amazing.
Post-contact meters.
What a run.
He's made the 300 points on Supercoach with that run. Forbes, they've got momentum. Wortley looks to pass, but it was read well by the number 3 for Cardiff in Drew Little. He shot up and got in the passing channel. Short side play. Taylor runs from dummy half. Great tackle.
Put down.
Put down. On your back.
Get out of here.
Winded, as Brian Fletcher would say. Forbes, inside pass. Here's Les Wortley. He's into the clear.
Oh, he's over. Oh, what a game this is turning out to be.
Glendale Gorillas have hit the lead. Some wonderful Wortley play. And Paul is doing the dance. He's doing the gorilla dance.
What a turnaround this has been this half.
It's not over yet. There's still 15 to go.
It's definitely that wind.
You were doing the dance. Cue the Gorillas. You need the Gorillas music, mate.
Look at that. He had heaps of work to do. He's got through about 4 blokes there.
I can hear a siren in the back.
I thought it was a kazoo.
Yeah, well, I thought he had a kazoo.
Little plug for the good guys there at the back.
Yeah.
Time's off here now.
26-24,
and Glendale has hit
there
the
it is
lead.
Again. I hope you can hear that through our microphone.
What an interesting game this has turned out to be. I thought Glendale were out for all money here in the first half, but having the win behind them here in the second half has certainly
just
brought them back in.
May not know that they're a man down.
Yeah, there is one sent off.
Krause.
Where are you, bud?
I can tell you where he's not.
On the field, that's for sure.
Well, you got to expect a bit of banter from Bar TV if you're going to get sent off.
So time's back on with just under 15 minutes to go.
You know what you should do? Tell Paul one of your dad jokes while we're waiting for this kick.
So this dad walks into the doctor's and he's got a suspected broken wrist. And he walks up to the doctor and he said, "Can you just have a look at it?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, mate," as the goal's converted here. He goes, "Yeah, I'll have a look at it for you, mate." And he goes, "Yep, it's definitely broken." And he goes, "Oh, okay, well, it's not too good. Do you reckon I'll be able to play piano after this? Like, will it heal and I'll be able to play piano?" And he goes, "Yeah, I don't see why not." And he goes, "Good, because I couldn't play the piano before I came in here."
Dad jokes.
Excellent.
Hey, Paul, what did Batman say to Robin?
Here we go.
What did Batman say to Robin before they got in the Batmobile?
I don't know.
Let's get in the Batmobile.
And just
was
messages here on
point,
Facebook of what you rate those 2 jokes.
Or
Out
send
of-
in your own joke,
Yeah, send
and
in a joke.
the best joke gets aired as we crack the second can of the day.
Still looking for Boof too, by the
lovely
way.
sound.
There it goes again.
Stevenson gets us back underway. It's bounced.
It's bounced.
Oh,
Oh, and it's found touch. Game back
classic
on.
turn of
Another
events.
twist.
The Cobras have a chance to bite.
I tell you what, this game in the second half has just turned around, boys. I just did not expect this to go this way.
Game of 2 halves.
Wow.
Well, that would be a game of football. It wouldn't be thirds. I think that win definitely
Gus.
played a huge advantage, like I mentioned just before the game there.
Gus Gould style. Wow.
No.
Wow. What other commentators can do an impression of? Do you have a favourite commentator? I like Vossi.
Yeah, see, I've only got poverty vision. I don't have Fox still.
So this is Blair. Shut down well. So with the one-man overlap, let's see if they can utilise these numbers. Great tackle on Drew Dobb. He only had the ball for half a second. Bit of a hospital pass. Is Robson. Goes left. Duncan off his right. Can he get there?
Oh, just short.
Can't. Robson's going to go himself. He does go himself. We foresaw it. Well, I did.
Short of the line.
He didn't get it this time. He got the first try.
They're calling it out here to this wing.
Duncan. Short pass. This is Duncan, sorry. Gang tackled.
Had Kai in his way there, I think.
Yeah, Abraham's calling it. He wants a third try.
I want the meat pie. I want it.
Rodham. Here's Duncan. Goes to the post. He sees
Sends
a
it
little
off.
gap. He's got the pass to Steve Stevenson.
Steve.
Rodham. Number short side. He gets it
well
out,
read by Troy
up.
Forbes. Troy Forbes read
Great
that
defense.
really well. Last tackle changeover, says the referee.
Great defence from the Gorillas. They haven't been pressured for a
Scrambling
while.
defence. It was good to see them hold out here.
You have been denied by Troy Forbes. Congratulations.
Got two dummy halves here. I thought we were setting up for the mousetrap.
Central Butcher Boys do a
Are
mousetrap.
notorious for that, aren't they?
And it's the same two blokes.
Souths have been doing it a bit lately too.
Spider and Mazo from Central Butcher Boys.
The young bloods.
Yeah, they love a good mousetrap. I'm yet to see one work properly. They do gain a bit of metres.
I don't know if my old man thinks he is giving me the bird.
That's very rude.
Very rude, wasn't it? It's been a good defence here from Cardiff to keep Glendale just a 10-metre gain for this this set so far. As he
Nice
little
one,
chip
Steve.
kick.
They're in front. Why are you trying that for? Great take by Steve.
Steve.
He's got
He's got it back. It's a one-on-one, Tom.
Why would he kick?
Oh.
Why would he kick it again?
You got to do that, don't you?
Why would he kick it again?
I'm interested to see what becomes of this, Tom.
Well, the only thing you can really think of is did he hit him in the head or did he use a shoulder charge? 'Cause he's allowed to jump
I
on
was
him.
under the influence that this is a shoulder charge.
Let's have a look.
But the referee is a lot closer than us, and he will make the decision.
Oh yeah, bit of a charge.
He fell over. Peanut fell over then.
Oh, did he?
Did you see that on the
Red
replay?
fell
Can we
over.
have that on the replay again? I think the referee's
Please,
fallen over here. This
please.
is
Say please.
please.
Thank
Sorry. Watch. There you go. Oh, he's down. Michael Arman, take a bow, son.
And he can't claim that someone tripped him.
Well, the ground did.
Yeah, he plays
His own feet did. That was unbelievable.
So this will actually favour Glendale here, because being the man down, they can just have a bit of a rest here.
They do need a bit of a breather. The forwards have certainly earned their keep this half.
Our man Benny Roberts, he's having a good earned rest on the bench.
Also,
Got the oxygen tank
probably-
out.
he might get it.
Peter Hutton on the sideline, itching to come on here. I don't think they'll need him after this breather.
I want to come on. 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 I want to come on.
Mine.
Grand final.
I think the referee Michael here is going to be awarding a penalty by the looks of this.
On the replay, you're probably not going to argue with that. Would you believe me if I said that Cardiff were up at halftime 24-6? No, you wouldn't, would you?
I wouldn't have believed you,
No.
Tom. Glendale have certainly stuck it to him this half.
I want to know just what Troy Forbes said at halftime. Because I'm going to say that to myself every time I need to get out of the bed in the morning.
Yeah, I found it hard to roll out of bed this morning after copious amounts of alcohol.
Fireball.
Fireball whiskey.
Oh, no, look at this.
It hasn't found touch. Oh,
yeah.
dear. Glendale with the ball.
When you said it's going to favour Cardiff, by that you meant it's going to favour the Gorillas. Cardiff Gorillas.
Sorry, yes.
This is Farrow.
Big strong defence there from Kelly Hall.
They need to give it to Wortley. Field goal you probably think they won't do. But here's Simon. Well, I'm mixing up between Simon and Wortley. It's the facial hair. Taylor wants a nice quick play of the ball. There's only one marker.
Just 8 minutes to go here.
Here's Forbes to Wortley.
8
Turns
minutes,
it
4
under.
points.
He's found a gap again. Oh, great
Ooh.
tackle. Great tackle by Daniel Rodham. He's a bit dusty, the old Jeff Wortley.
Milking this out a little bit, I think, here.
It's a straight run by Simon Brookfield, steadying the ship. Quick play the ball, Taylor. Short side to Forbes.
Numbers.
It's
Yeah.
all.
Oh!
He's got it.
This is unbelievable.
It's Les Wortley.
Cardiff with the story here.
I was getting ready for the length of the field intercept. But Les Wortley,
Cardiff in control first half and looking the goods, and Glendale has come out of the blocks and ahead by 4 points with about 7 to go.
that's a hat trick. I was expecting this to be intercepted. Les Wortley now, that's try number 3 for Les Wortley. And he's given it to the Cobras.
Wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. Oh, definitely. And then I'd look at my shirt going, why am I playing for Glendale? Never played for Glendale in my life. Never even versed Glendale in my life. Who was your junior club?
My junior club, I played 4 years at Waratah and 4 years for Katara. Both good clubs. I really, really enjoyed my time at Katara, though.
Yep.
Just a lot of the boys kept growing, and I was a bit late to start growing, so
Well,
gave it away. And the old man said, "Why don't you try the whistle out?" And him being who he was as a referee, I thought, well, I can be better than you. And here I am next week with the tomorrow with the first grade touchline. Oh, he's got that over.
Very nice. How many of those did Petey do?
Petey has done 20 first grade centres, and one of them was a major semi. So I need to do. He did 19. I need to do 20 to beat him here in Newcastle.
Okay, so how many first grade grand finals has he officiated in?
That's a good question. I know he's done a couple. I've certainly seen some footage of him refereeing at Waratah Oval for a grand final. He was...
first grade?
Yeah, it was first grade.
Grand final at Waratah Oval.
I think it was.
And here we go.
I thought they were going to do a
That's a
short
big kick.
kick.
That's got some air.
I thought
Straight in the field. I thought he was going to go out then.
I thought it was going to go short. 5 to go. Down by 10.
Yeah, you got to try something.
You do have to try something.
Strong defence here from Cardiff. Dobby standing fair offside here.
I just can't believe this scoreline.
Oh, it's been
28 points this half. Early kick.
Great kick.
Inside the 40.
That's a great kick. Turn.
Will it get out?
Turn.
No, just terrible bounce, but he might trap him.
Will he
kick
trap
is
him?
only
He's
as
out.
good as
He's
its
out of the
chase.
in goal. Is he?
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, he's broken
Something's
down.
not good. Something's not good here.
Yeah, the scoreline.
Oh,
16.
very
That's
obvious little...
Look at that.
Oh,
Reed.
monstering
Reed.
defence here from Glendale.
Jordan
Wow.
As Ray Warren would say, lassoed by the Gorillas. And Jordan Reed.
Get in that in goal.
Get in that in goal. No, you don't.
Ragdolled him. That's great defence.
He was on his bottom.
He was dragged into the in goal by his bottom. He's got grass all over his bottom now. He's got grass burn on it.
I reckon they're going to score again.
Yeah, you reckon they're going to get in for another meat pie
And
here?
not only are they going to score, but it is going to be. So
Radburn.
Les Wortley's got a hat trick. I reckon.
I'm going to go on a limb and say Radburn.
Radburn
Yep.
will get his hat tricks. We'll have 2 hat tricks. Or is it
Yeah,
going to be
buddy.
Robinson?
Robertson. Wind up, son.
1, 2, 3.
He's had half the team on him there. Unbelievable stuff here.
Oh, the number 17 is Daniel Jack. Hasn't seen as much game time as he would have liked, but he's going to finish it off with the boys. YTB, Forbes. This is Mannion. Out to Michael Mitchell.
Michael Mitchell, I think we both need to eat our words here, Tom.
Yeah, and that sums up the rest of the game and the rest of this half for the Glendale Gorillas. They are untouchable in their second half. I cannot believe it. Can't believe it.
What a second half collapse.
Yeah, you said you mentioned about what Troy Forbes said at half time. Well, what did Cardiff do at half time?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing good, lads.
I think just that, I thought that 40-20 early in the game would have been a bit of a game changer and how to use the breeze, but certainly shown otherwise.
So they're a man down, coming back from a 24-6 deficit.
I think Krause would be a bit sour right now, if I'm really honest. Like,
Yeah.
not part of the boys as they do the hard yards.
Everyone's having fun, and I'm sitting here in the change room.
Watching Bar TV Sports.
Hope
Shout
not.
outs.
We're giving it to him.
He's all right. Don't bash us.
Well, while we're waiting for the kick, guys, you want to pick a man of the match? What do you reckon?
Ben Robson.
Yeah,
Robson, yeah.
I'd almost say Radburn. I think he's. It's either that or Duncan from Cardiff. I think they've.
He was the man of the first half.
He was definitely the man in the first half. It's hard to say.
Les Wortley's got a hat trick. Jeff Wortley's done really good.
It's hit the post here and bounced back for a no goal.
Something's on fire.
What would your talk be, Tom, to the Cardiff in goal there after that try?
What would my talk be? Who wants to play next year? You guys
like
want to
that.
play next year? When do you want to start pre-season? You want to start pre-season?
I think they'll
January,
be starting
maybe?
it at the Cardiff RSL
So
tonight.
what time are we getting to the Iron Horse?
Well, guys, no.
The
that's
Tin
what I'd say.
Donkey, as the locals call it.
That's what I'll say. At least we did better than our A-grade team.
True.
That's what I'd say. There's not really much you can say. There's 90 seconds left. Oh, look at that. Salt into the wounds.
Kickoffs. Oh, I thought they would have gone short. Try something. Troy Forbes, give him the long ball away. We'll see how long they take to get up from this this tackle here. Surely they'd milk it out. Just under a minute to go now. Oh, big hit.
There's still some big hits out there.
They're still looking for that ball back. They're trying to salvage something here. .45 seconds remaining. All Glendale's got to do here is just hold on to that ball. Hopefully put it out with a kick.
Well, it is, Benny.
Look who it is, guys. And it's his bum.
Bit cheeky that was.
I've always wanted to know what Robbo's ass looks like.
Well, now you
I
know.
know.
Now you know. It's a long kick. Oh, is this going to be a 40-20?
Way to finish
Nope.
the game. No, it's
Wouldn't
not.
that be a way to finish? So just under 20 seconds to go here.
I don't think you'll get a more proud captain coach than Troy Forbes after this game with their effort in the second half, especially in D. And they're still going. Like, they're not going to let him score in this set either. Now, there's no clock here at the number one sports ground, but we have one on
2
Bar
seconds
TV.
to go.
There's still 2 seconds to go.
Still 2 seconds to go.
Still 2 seconds to go.
I think there's a bit of injury time with the injury you had in the goal there before. So
Okay, yep. That
So
could
it's
be what
just
it
an
is.
extended 2 seconds. That
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep.
So we've still got a bit of time.
Good run.
Wonder if there's enough time to score
wait.
16 points. Or at least 14 points.
It's off his feet.
Controlled off the feet.
That's fine. Penalty tries, yes. Dobby with the ball out here.
Kicking out on the edge. Nathan Robson. What's he doing out there? I have no idea. But remember how we talked about here's Radburn's try coming up. Here's Radburn.
Radburn.
Go Radburn.
Go Radburn.
Go Radburn.
He's away. No one will touch him. Under the black dot, son. Under the black dot. Or not. Don't worry about it.
Close enough is good enough. And that surely will seal the game. Johnny Radburn.
I was sitting here at half time thinking, gee, if we get beat by 20, that's good enough. But,
Well, that's
a
just not
turnaround.
good enough. You almost won by 20. Like, this is an unbelievable game, I think. to stick into the game like Glendale did, have a rocket shoved up him at half time and come out firing.
Coach Joshua Dobb for Cardiff. I don't think he's going to be very happy. Now, Paul, you might know a little bit more about this than me, but Glendale in 2016, I believe they had a pretty dismal for and against.
yeah, look, they went through the year, lost 17, but they won their last game, their round 18 game. And, the off-season, they've got Troy Forbes, Jeff Wortley, picked him up, and a couple others, his brother Les, and they've turned things around. They've got a lot of experience too, mixed in with the younger fellas, and so yeah, it's a great turnaround, and it's testament to the club and the volunteers at the Glendale Gorillas. They've done a great job with them, and hopefully they continue on and get stronger and stronger next year.
So the round 18 win of 2016 was a turning point in Glendale.
I think it was.
The start of something big.
The birth of a dynasty.
It could be.
The birth of a gorilla.
What's a baby gorilla called?
A gorilla.
Oh.
A baby.
A baby gorilla.
A brilla.
First things first, I'm
It's
a
like
gorilla.
gorillas.
First things first, I'm a gorilla. Surely it was only 2 seconds left, so...
Yes, we're back.
Grug's commentating, but he's not watching the game.
I'll leave that up to you, Tom.
Oh, he's lost.
We've had a lost ball here.
Oh, it's a turning point.
Still with 2 seconds on the clock.
Every now and then we get a whiff of that barbecue.
I'll say.
I'm a bit reluctant to go back. What happened?
Paul,
before.
you can even come over to the referee's tent and have a snag with us, mate. No, don't worry about that. It's all right. Don't worry about that. She's good.
Hopefully I've tied that down.
Can they get a consolation try, Cardiff Cobras? Baldock and dummy half.
Going out
This is
wide.
the 13. And Kyle White. Again, Baldock. They do have numbers. They've had numbers most of this game. Haven't utilised it very well, but that's a strong run. A great
Is it
run.
over? Is it a
And
try?
there's your consolation try to Cardiff Cobras. And I think it's
Peanut's
come
happy with
under
that.
Drew Little, the number 3. But it's weird because Cardiff have just scored, but the bench for Glendale are really happy.
I think that's fatigue kicking in.
A lot of points scored in this game. And it's currently Glendale 44, Cardiff 28. With a kick to come, and this is going to be very, very odd. There's the
siren.
hooter.
Glendale's
The
done
Gorillas. Congratulations. Premiers in D grade.
What
for
a huge
2017. But I must
it. The
say,
kick to
Cardiff
come here.
Cobras,
Steve Stevenson.
Cardiff
Pins it.
Cobras.
Gets that.
How many times do you get to say that you've lost the grand final, but you've scored 30 points?
Look at them all running over. I mean, wouldn't you?
I would run over.
As long as it's not, who was it in the State of Origin? Andrew Woodsy, just running over and completely missing the crowd. That was something special,
I'll never
that one.
forget that.
That was amazing.
But again, Glendale Gorillas, 2017, the D-grade premiership is yours to keep. And keep for the rest of eternity. 44 points to 30, getting over the top of Cardiff Cobras in the most bizarre second half you'll ever see. Great comeback.
Congratulations to everyone involved today, I think. Congratulations to the referees. Cardiff certainly played well today, and Glendale certainly came out on top there the second half, certainly proved their dominance.
And thanks very much, Grug Digby and Paul Arundale, for joining me in D-grade.
Thank you very much, boys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. We can make it right over. Great game in the third row. We've got that coming over the top of Cardiff. One away the boys come over will be the referees, so well done on the Referees Association. Make congratulations to Michael Armand, Darren McSpadden and Jeffrey Pepper-White. Cardiff, if you come over here now, please sort of get this presentation underway.